Hello everybody, welcome back to the breakdown. I'm Tone. You know the drill. Really do just appreciate any and all contributions to my channel. Leaving likes, comments, and I've just got a short video to share with you tonight. I'm going to keep this one very short. I think it's pretty easy to get to the point on this one. As of midnight tonight, we are no longer under the hard and fast lockdown that we've been under. It's supposed to last for 5 days. Of course, we can never believe what we're told. It lasted longer than that. Who's surprised? Not me. Now, the reason I'm raising this is because we've gone into this fifth lockdown. We're coming out of this fifth lockdown. And in the news today, what do we hear? The Removalists, who allegedly were the reason why this lockdown was necessary, because they brought what is the variant? There's that many jolly variants. I'm not even caring about it. But a new variant of this COVID thing. Apparently they allegedly brought it here to Victoria and across into South Australia. And therefore we needed to go into another lockdown. All these extra cases, allegedly. Now these removalists were demonised throughout the media for what they'd done. Government, the entire government body, whether it be New South Wales, Victoria, SA, they were all just fuming, and they were basically casting their lots in against these removalists. It's pretty clear to me that these removalists were scapegoats. They were used as an excuse because who could verify? Even they couldn't verify where these people were, and they put it down to saying, look, they were being uncooperative. You know what my thinking is? I believe they didn't have the information provided to them by these removalists that would give them the ammunition to do what they wanted to do. So they just said they didn't get any information, and they've gone ahead and done the lockdown anyway. Why do I say this? Today in the news, we find out that these removalists will not be charged. It's been referred to the police. The police have found no evidence whatsoever worthy of charging them with breaking any laws, any health restrictions at all. So they're free to go. Apparently, one of them has to pay a fine regarding the fact that they didn't wear a mask at some point or other. So they have to pay a $200 fine for lack of mask wearing. But there's no charges to be laid for endangering people's lives and causing statewide lockdowns. So doesn't that sound just a little bit sus? Now, in my previous 3 videos, I've been talking about how we cannot trust the media, and we cannot trust what the government is telling us about this COVID stuff. We can't. They create a narrative, they create a story around someone that may have been an easy target. Now, these people were doing their jobs, and sure, maybe they did have a lapse of judgment of some sort, which made them easy targets, but they were picked out. It was then used as the sole reason why apparently the new variant had made it back into Victoria and across into South Australia, and yet no charges can be laid because there's no evidence of any wrongdoing. We can't make this stuff up. And yet, when questioned about it, our politicians all just fob it off and say, well, look, this is just a good example of just how easy it is for us to find it necessary to go into a lockdown. Oh, amen. Oh, amen. Of course. Any excuse will do. Who cares whether it's true, whether it's factual, and who cares who it's hurting? Sure, we're told they care. We're told that they care that there's people going out of business and losing their jobs and everything like that. If they really cared, they'd find another way to deal with this stuff. But I start to wonder if they have to clutch at straws like this, whether they can't charge these people with any wrongdoing because there was no wrongdoing. That means they're clutching at straws. They're trying to get something just enough to have an excuse to go into another lockdown. Then it makes me wonder just how serious this whole thing really is. Now, we're hearing stories, and I'm not going to go into this too much. But we keep hearing stories about stuff that's happening overseas, and people know people that have died of COVID. Now, I'm going to say may have died with it, may have died of it. I can't verify that information, and I'm not one to believe everything that I'm told. But I'm just wondering, when we see the pictures of people with the respirators and everything like that over in India, for example, way back, that stuff's quite old now that I'm referencing in the scheme of things, because this thing moves so fast, apparently. Oh, that's right, Delta variant. Got it. Came a bit late. Anyway, but look, I saw those pictures that they kept repeating, the same pictures and the same bit of footage of hospital stuff over there, and I can't look at that and say, well, yeah, gee, that this COVID thing is a vicious thing. That's got to be COVID. I can't just look at that. But with the combination of those pictures, we're told is this, and then we've got the writing coming underneath on the screen of the news, saying what they'd like us to believe that it is. I'm not saying it's not, but I can't know just by looking at that it is. And that's important. But when we've got people allegedly doing things, and that being just enough evidence for an excuse to have lockdowns over here, and then those people can't be charged after being demonized for weeks, or the last 2 weeks, being demonized in the media as being wrongdoers, the cause of all this that we're going through, and they can't be charged. Something stinks. Smells to high heaven, I think. Question everything. Keep your ears to the ground. As I said in my video yesterday, if you can, reduce your spending. Let's expose this for what it is. Let's expose it. Because it's getting, well, I can't say it's getting ridiculous. It's already been ridiculous for a long time. And someone's got to give some answers to us eventually, surely. Because we can't just keep having this stuff rolling over and repeating. And we're going to have it rolling over and repeating. Mark my words. I'm not afraid to call it out. We're going to have this new COVID normal that they're talking about, until everybody's vaccinated, and even after everybody's vaccinated, and even after that, everyone has to keep wearing the masks. Come on. It's time to wake up. It's time to realize we're not being told everything. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. As always, I'd love a like. If you'd like this video, please show your appreciation. Leave some comments on what you think about this particular issue. Do you think it stinks? Share the video. I really appreciate Sims for your share on my previous video. Thank you so much for that. Let's get the videos out there. It doesn't have to be me that you're sharing. If you find other people on YouTube that are sharing content that, makes sense like this, by all means share that as well, because it doesn't matter who's sharing the truth. It doesn't matter who's sharing common sense and speaking it. It just is truth, and it just is common sense, and share it far and wide. Doesn't matter who's speaking it. But I really appreciate your time in watching this video. Thank you so much. Until next time, I'll see you in the next videos, and God bless you. Bye for now.